Hey everybody, this is Kevin McFarland from The Art of Emergency Nursing, and you're listening to 30 Days to Being a Badass ER Nurse. In the next 30 days, I'm going to give you some quick tips and tricks to help you be a better ER nurse. And of course, as always, it's not just me you're going to hear from. I've recruited some of my friends to give you some of their tips and tricks so they can share their knowledge as well. So don't forget to subscribe so that you catch all the episodes. And if you find one of these tips and tricks are really helpful, give me a shout out on social media and share it with your friends. Let's get into today's tip. Hey everyone, it's Kevin McFarland, and this is day 21 of the 30-day podcast challenge, 30 Days to Being a Badass ER Nurse. And today I have a podcast in honor of No Shave November. So hopefully if you're a guy, you're growing out your beard, you got a big bushy beard. Usually I do, but no, you couldn't do it this year. Or maybe you're growing out your mow. Maybe you're growing out your mustache. Either way, this tip from my friend Jean Proehl may be for you.
So this is Jean Proehl, and this is a tip for being a badass nurse. I actually owe my awareness of this tip to Tom Trimble from San Francisco. He's a retired emergency nurse, and he got it from the anesthesia literature. But if you have men with a lot of facial hair, and I live in New England, so we have a lot of facial hair up here, and you have to bag mask them, you may have difficulty getting a seal. Some people will say, get Lubifax, get lubricant, put it around. Well, that just makes things a slippery mess in my experience. But if you get a large transparent dressing, like a 10 by 12 centimeter one, put it over the patient's mouth, stick it so that it sticks to their lips as much as you can, poke a hole in the area over their mouth, and then put the bag mask on. You're much more likely to get a seal and be able to ventilate them. And this actually came from a 1999 article in Anesthesiology. And they have a demonstration and a picture in the article, but it's a great thing to know in what could be a very hairy, pun intended, situation.
Hey everybody, I hope this tip helps you out if you ever have to bag a hipster. Jean mentions that in this episode that there are images of this tip in an anesthesia magazine. I've included a link to those pictures in the show notes that you can take a look at. There's also an old blog post from Emcrit dealing with the exact same tip. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and please leave me a rating and review on iTunes. That's an easy way to help out the show. The best way to help out the show, though, is to recommend this podcast to your friends, people you like, and even people you don't. Thanks for listening, and have a great shift.
Thanks for listening to the Art of Emergency Nursing podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on Facebook.